Salvan Winston MacLeod, also known as Nolan, of 6 Roads, Carriacou, passed away on Saturday, 4th June 2022, at the age of 79. He was the father of Andrew in the United Kingdom and Andrea in Grenada, grandfather of Andre and Zane in the UK, brother of Neville and Rufina in the United Kingdom, Gloria, Franklin, Caswin, Erlin, Elvis and Wayne MacLeod in the USA, uncle of many in the United Kingdom and the USA, including Donna, Charlene, Marva and Godwin. Many other relatives and friends, including the John, MacLeod, Stanislaus, Noel and Antoine families in Carriacou and overseas, and friends and neighbours of 6 Roads, Brunswick and Leicester, Carriacou, Grenada, the United Kingdom and the USA. The funeral of the late Salvan Winston MacLeod, also known as Nolan, of 6 Roads, Carriacou, will take place on Tuesday, 21st June at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at Christ the King Anglican Church, Hillsborough, Carriacou, and interment will be at the Brunswick Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. James Wilfred Hilaire, also known as Jamesy Boy and Daddy, of Hermitage St. Patrick, who resided at River Road, St. George, retired prison officer of Her Majesty's Prisons, transitioned from this life on Friday 27th May 2022 at the age of 86. He was the husband of Nestor John Hilaire, father of Ivor, Samuel and Desmond Williams in Trinidad, Cheryl Williams in the USA, Alinthia Hilaire St. Louis in Canada, Lindonna Hilaire Marshall, Kim Hilaire Francis, and Devon Hilaire, also known as York, in Grenada. Grandfather of Tamika, Tamara, Dwayne and Kizzy Williams in the USA, Nathan and Stephen St. Louis in Canada, Trent, Tevin and Taj Marshall, Carniel and Jaziel Francis, and Brielle Hilaire in Grenada. Great-grandfather of 2 in the USA. Father-in-law of Chris St. Louis in Canada, Michael Marshall, Neil Francis, and Nakoda Joseph. Brother of Gabriel Courtney, also known as Gable. Uncle of many, including Percival, Pansy, Ethelyn and Irma Courtney, Veron, Miriam and Derek Houston, Donald, Francelyn, Francis Leslie, and Donald, also known as Dog. Cousin of many, including Joan, Dennis, Saga and Denise in Canada, and Norris Hilaire in Grenada. Many other relatives and friends, including Agnes Thomas and teacher Avis Macmillan and family in the USA, Judy Medford and family, teacher Anne-Marie Alexis and family, Alison Miller, Tony Courtney, the Reverend Prescott and members of the St. George's Methodist Church, George Hagley, Phyllis Francis, Inez St. Paul and family, Geraldine Thompson, Emma Charles, the Hilaire family throughout Grenada, and friends and neighbours of Hermitage and River Road. The funeral of the late James Wilfred Hilaire, also known as Jamesy Boy and Daddy, of Hermitage St. Patrick, who resided at River Road, St. George, will take place on Tuesday, 21st June at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. George's Methodist Church, and interment will be at the St. George's Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Angela Geneva Walker, also known as Angie, of Fort St. Andrew, who resided in the USA, passed away on Wednesday, 1st June, in the USA at the age of 79. She was the wife of Felix Nathaniel, also known as Saj, and Johnny in the USA, mother of Trevor, Sandra, and Jacqueline in the USA, grandmother of Tafani, Ron, Jabari, and Collins, great-grandmother of 2, sister of Rita Walker in Grenada, Edna Babulal, Ruth Ford Walker and Stanley Walker in the UK, mother-in-law of Tara Walker and Eric Boswin, sister-in-law of Diana Walker and Shirley Walker, aunt of many. Other relatives and friends in the USA, England, Canada, Trinidad and Grenada, including Annette Francois and family, Alistair Isaac and family, Stenny Walker and family, Ramon Walker and family, Jean Walker and family, Michelle Nathaniel and family, Claudia Lalji and family, Annette Coxell and family, the William family of Soubise and the Walker family of Moya, friends and neighbors of Ford, and the USA. The funeral of the late Angela Geneva Walker, also known as Angie, of Ford, who resided in the USA, will take place on Tuesday, 21st June at 12 noon. Service will be held at the St. Andrew Anglican Church, Grenville, and interment at the Granborough Cemetery. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home.
Shirley Outram of Victoria St. Mark passed away on Friday, 13th May 2022 at the age of 95. She was the mother of Fabian Outram and Perdita Johnson, also known as Pixie, grandmother of Adonde Alexis, Akani Frederick, Kahari and Shanice Outram, Dr. Abiola Telesford, Denicia Niles, Terrell and Darnell Johnson, great-grandmother of Denorge Alexis, aunt of many in Grenada, Trinidad, the USA, the UK and Germany, including Dominic and Lyrene Williams, Lilith Saunders, Lystra Hines, Lygia Britton, Gerald Gordon, Keith Fisher, Annette Alexander, Clyde, Maria, Theo, Johnson, Frederick, Kenneth and Noel Blackburn. Grand aunt of many including Jamie and Siobhan Britton. In-laws Arlene Buckmeyer Outram and Robert Johnson. Caregivers Jill Charles, Francisca Simpson and Jocelyn Phillip. Many other relatives and friends including Samuel Britton, Alma Forsyth, Karina Snack, Joan Paul, Ashton Tika, Dennis Niles, the congregation of the St. Mark's Anglican Church, and friends and neighbours of Victoria and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Shirley Outram of Victoria St. Mark will take place on Tuesday, 21st June at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Mark's Anglican Church, Victoria, and interment will be at the Coast Guard Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes.
Anthony Martin Phillip, also known as Tamp and Plimp, of Crowshoe St. Andrew, who resided at Latan St. David, a retired tailor at Richmond Hill Prison, passed away on Wednesday, 1st June, at the age of 71. He was the close and dear friend of Bernadette Nelson, father of Nicole Stewart, Alicia, Kamisha and Shanika Nelson, and Perron Mitchell, grandfather of Azriel, Jaden, Ashlyn, Noriel, Charity, Rihanna, and Aaron, brother of Tubert, Hyacinth, Gregory, and Boyd Phillip, Winston and Gerald Bishop, Cecilia Phillip in Canada, and Teresa Joseph, father-in-law of Norris Stewart, Damon DeRoche, and Keyshawn Noel, brother-in-law of 5, uncle of many, his caregiver, Joan Francis, many cousins, other relatives and close friends including the Creedland, friends and neighbors of Content, Kuma, Latant, Brushgrove, Crowshoe and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Anthony Martin Phillip, also known as Tamp and Plimp, of Crowshoe St. Andrew, who resided at Latant St. David, a retired tailor at Richmond Hill Prison, will take place on Wednesday, 22nd June at 1 p.m. The funeral service will take place at the St. Martin de Porres Roman Catholic Church, Crowshoe St. Andrew, and entombment at the Churchyard Cemetery. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home.
Eric Dunstan Charles of St. Mary's, Grenville St. Andrew, owner of L.R. Charles Service Station and former Assistant Comptroller of Customs, passed away on Thursday, 2nd June 2022 at the age of 94. He was the husband of Leah Rose Charles, father of Leon Charles, Ricardo Ricky Charles, Rosemary Charles Noel, and Petra Charles Joseph, grandfather of 14 including Donna Adonis, Dr. Leon Forrester, Ian Charles, Lyndon Charles, Crystal Charles, and Tristan Joseph, great-grandfather of 11, brother of Martin Charles and family, Richard Charles and family, Carl Charles and family, Claudia Filbert and family, and Vivian Filbert and family. In-laws Mary Charles, Hermelin Charles, Michael Noel, Christopher Joseph, Kalisha Charles, Tara Charles, and Kimon Jelino. Caregivers Eusebia Inu Kutain, Mary Noel, nurse Stephanie Sandy, and DJ Francis and Kevin Rogers. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends in Grenada, Trinidad, Canada, England and the USA, including Agnes Forrester, Catherine Ruffin, Esther O'Neill, the Charles, Perryman, Jones, Aberdeen, Felix, Lambert, Barker, Laldi and Comijong families, the parish priest and parishioners of St. Andrew the Apostle Roman Catholic Church, together with the communities of Grandbra, Beauregard, Birchgrove, Mount St. Irvins, and friends and neighbours of St. Mary's, Grenville and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Eric Dunstan Charles of St. Mary's, Grenville St. Andrew will take place on Wednesday, 22nd June at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Andrew the Apostle Roman Catholic Church, Grenville, and entombment will be at the Grand Bras Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Lydia Cecilia Charles Williams of Upper Depredine Street, Grove, St. John, who resided in Canada, passed away on Wednesday, 18th May 2022 in Canada, at the age of 60. She was the wife of Stanley Williams, mother of Simone and K.L. Charles and Tricia Williams in Canada, stepmother of Nisha, Nyron and Shane, adopted daughter of Jasmine Lewis, also known as Nenny, grandmother of Kalishi Charles, Nehemiah, Josiah, Ezekiel and Sarah in Canada, sister of her twins Cynthia Fleming, Claudette Pisedy, Kathleen, Jennifer and Barbara Collins in Grenada, June Gay Lamoth, Deborah Birch and Kelvin Lewis, also known as Boggy in Canada, Suzanne Charles and Michael Charles in the USA, aunt of Ashley Charles Myers, Tayiba Yates, Idris and Ibrahim Birch, Stephen and Kerry Lamoth, Sheldon, Brian and Kestron Charles, Carnisha, Chanel and Tazaki, Sawandi Charles and Desmond Collins, mother-in-law of Bismarck in Canada and Leroy, sister-in-law of Terry Lamoth and Chris in Canada and Gail Charles in the USA, niece of Ivy Julian in England and Jean Telesford. Many other relatives and friends including Desra Gill, Heather, Pansy, Auntie Millie, Anne-Marie and Shamika Lewis in Canada, Kanisha, Sharon Coutain and the Coutain family of Belmont, Dane Pisedy, Ethlyn Belfon and family of Wove, the Walker, Banfield, Ferguson and Small families of Wove, the Fraser and Collymore families, and friends and family of Wove in Canada, the USA and the United Kingdom. The funeral of the late Lydia Cecilia Charles Williams of Upper Depredine Street, Grove, St. John, who resided in Canada, will take place on Saturday, 25th June in Canada. Arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Dennis Joseph, also known as Tiger and Radigan, of Brazan St. George, a well-known bus driver and sanitation worker, passed away on Saturday, 4th June 2022 at the age of 78. He was the husband of Dale Ann Joseph, father of Joan Marie James, Roger Superville, Daniel Joseph, David, Davis, Sherwin and Ronald Redhead, Charlemagne Pearlie Lewis, and Kendi Joseph. Grandfather of 22 including Jalen, Jaden, Akeisha, Jamie, Jadel, Nikita, Rashid, Zaid, Jada, Shania, Paige, Jalil, and Shail. Great-grandfather of 8. Brother of Gloria and Joseph Lewis. Uncle of many in the USA and Grenada. Father-in-law of Nikita Superville, Tricia Joseph, Lillian Redhead, Desiree Duranget, Kiwi James, and John Francis. Brother-in-law of Veronica Joseph and Charmaine Lewis, Glenda Lewis, Sebastian and Simon Gibbs in the USA. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Dennis Superville and Agatha Preddy and family in the USA, the Lewis, Joseph, Superville, Philip, Hyacinth and Haynes families of Brazan, Happy Hill, Willis, and in Trinidad and the USA, the Prescott family of Grand Mall, Alice Mitchell and family, Edris Phillip and family, Giselle Charles, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, Augustina Barry, the Duffield family of New Hampshire, the pastors and members of the Brazan Garden of Prayer Church, the bus drivers of Zone 8, and friends and neighbours of Grandmall, Happy Hill, Beauséjour, Brazan and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Dennis Joseph, also known as Tiger and Radigan, of Brazan, St. George, will take place on Monday 27th June at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Pentecostal rites, and entombment will be at the St. George's Centre Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Raymond Jeffrey, also known as Brother, of Riversally St. Patrick, passed away on Friday 17th June 2022 at the age of 58. The funeral arrangements for the late Raymond Jeffrey, also known as Brother, of Riversally St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Terence James, also known as Terry and TJ, of Green Street, St. George's, passed away on Friday 17th June 2022 at the age of 58. The funeral arrangements for the late Terence James, also known as Terry or TJ, of Green Street, St. George's, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Roland Mitchell of Waltham St. Mark, who resided at Molinaire St. George, passed away on Sunday, June 12, 2022, at the age of 48. The funeral arrangements for the late Roland Mitchell of Waltham St. Mark, who resided at Molinaire St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Agatha Teresa Rennick, also known as Agnes Batiste and Addie, of Darboux St. George, passed away on Wednesday 13th June 2022 at the age of 84. The funeral arrangements for the late Agatha Teresa Rennick, also known as Agnes Batiste and Addie, of Darboux St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Joel Mitchell of Café Crochet St. Andrew passed away on Wednesday 15th June 2022 at the age of 84. The funeral arrangements for the late Joel Mitchell of Café Crochet St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Jean Agatha Bruno of Mardi Gras St. Paul St. George died on Wednesday 15th June 2022 at the age of 67. The funeral arrangements for the late Jean Agatha Bruno of Mardi Gras St. Paul St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Walma Castillo of Upper Depredin Street, Grove St. John, passed away on Saturday 11th June 2022 at the age of 88. The funeral arrangements for the late Walma Castillo of Upper Depredin Street, Grove St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Peter Douglas, also known as Leslie, of Monkcraven, who resided at Maday St. Patrick and in England, United Kingdom, passed away on Thursday 9th June 2022 in England at the age of 81. The funeral arrangements for the late Peter Douglas of Monkcraven, who resided at Maday St. Patrick and in England, UK, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Monica Sabazan, also known as Monix, of Marigot St. John, passed away on Tuesday, June 7th, 2022, at the age of 92. The funeral arrangements for the late Monica Sabazan, also known as Monix of Marigot St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Hugh Thomas, also known as Word, of Concord St. John, who resided at Chantymel St. Patrick, passed away on Tuesday 31st May 2022 at the age of 85. The funeral arrangements for the late Hugh Thomas, also known as Word, of Concord St. John, who resided at Chantimel St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Rosanna Evans, also known as Linda Batiste of Soubise St. Andrew, passed away on Sunday 29th May 2022 at the age of 87. The funeral arrangements for the late Rosanna Evans, also known as Linda Batiste of Soubise St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Elizabeth Bowen Dumont, also known as Mammy Sis of Byland St. Andrew, passed away on Monday, May 30th, 2022 at the age of 89. The funeral arrangements for the late Elizabeth Bowen Dumont, also known as Mammy Sis of Byland St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Adele Leonard, also known as Awu of Marquis St. Andrew, owner of Dell's Closet in Grenville, died on May 22, 2022 at the age of 34. The funeral arrangements for the late Adele Leonard, also known as Awu of Marquis St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. In loving memory of Walter Henry Ogilvy of Telescope St. Andrew, who died on Sunday 22nd May 2022 at the age of 81. Your hope has sustained us. Your friendship has surrounded us. Your love has given us strength. Thank you for your kindness during our deepest sadness. It is sincerely appreciated and will always be remembered. With love, the family of Walter Henry Ogilvy, 17th May 1941 to 22nd May 2022. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
Death and dying are the inevitable events and realities of life. The passing of a friend or loved one often brings with it the feelings of sadness, grief, and pain. There is always the period of sorrow and mourning for those who experience such loss. Brothers and sisters, particularly in this time and season of how you feel and what you may be thinking as a result of the passing of your loved one, there is a source and means of comfort that you can tap into. That source and means of comfort is God and His Word that speaks specifically and directly to our situation. Hear the word to you today. He says, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." What I believe He is saying through this verse to you and everyone that is now experiencing some measure of grief or sorrow, and what I also believe is implied in that which He says, are the following. Mourning is an understandable, normal, and real expression of your emotions. Mourning presents the opportunity for us to experience the comfort of family, friends, and loved ones. Mourning identifies us with each other in our humanity and morality. Mourning will not last forever. It is for a particular season and reason. Mourning connects us with the ultimate source and means of comfort that is always available to us, God, our Heavenly Father, through Jesus Christ. And so today, we look to the Lord in prayer, Him who is able to comfort us with the comfort that we need in times like these. God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, God of comfort, we pray even now for those who mourn and are in need of your comfort. May your love embrace them. May your grace afford them the strength for each day and hope for tomorrow. May you inspire and motivate them to stand upon the promises of your word. And may your Spirit lead and direct them to the ultimate source and means of comfort, which can be found in you and the promises of your word. This prayer we offer through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.